Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another VDL cast by yours truly, Waves. And also, I'm here joined by my co-caster, Yaoja. And
Hey,
today
how we
we
doing?
have two teams here. We got Bandit versus Plan B in home team, and Bandit on the away team. And Yaoja, what do you think about these teams? What do you have to say about them?
Two teams about to go head to head, trying to inch up their way up the leaderboard. Currently, the home team, Bandit. 5 games played so far, 3 wins, 2 losses, 60% win rate across the board. Last 2 games that they've played, they've gotten a 2-0 dominant win over Sparks and Friends, but then took a L to Formula 3 on the opposite side. Bandit, 4 games played,
Unfortunate.
2 wins, 2 losses, kind of a roller coaster of a season for them so far, 50% win rate. 2 wins coming at a 2-1 fashion over Complexity and for Fusion EU, but recently 2 loss skid for Bandit after 2 losses to MLG and Knights of Jerky. Looking to turn it around right here on this match.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, seems like, I mean, just going off of the win-loss ratio, it seems like a pretty even matchup, and both these teams are trying to break even here with their wins and loss, and it looks like the first map has been picked, and it's going to be Ship.
Very interesting pick, Ship. Kind of a more offensive side of map, so maybe some side work happening already for this Plan B team, as this will be their pick. Went ahead and let the teams know that they're good at the start, and I think someone just hit the button, but it didn't work.
Yeah, this is why we have the new update now.
Well, we'll wait for these teams to go ahead and get started.
Yeah, Ship is always a map I love to watch just because it just seems like, especially when you go kind of in like the mid range of the league, it just becomes such a brawl heavy map. A lot of it's due to the close vicinities in the map, how linear it could be with the site takes, and it's always just a great match to watch. I think choosing it for the first map can be a bit of a momentum booster to whichever team just claims victory. But it looks like we are trying to attempt to get into the match.
I've
As
never seen this before.
I know,
What is like you can hit
multiple.
the button and it
Yeah, well, with the new custom update, only the server owner can hit the button. So everyone's trying to hit that button, but no one can do it. And I don't know, I think the server hoster might be AFK. Oh, wait, no, he's right there at the button. So I'm not sure what's going on, but anyways. Yeah, no, I mean, first map Ship, this is a very bold choice, but I think a very rewarding choice for the home team or away team, if home team chose side.
for sure. And as we now in week 8 of VDL season 1, a lot of these teams now have a lot of info and data on what teams are doing as far as their bans, what they're playing on, their best maps, worst maps. So a lot of these decisions are now taken into calculation when they're picking these maps.
Shout out to Jims. And while we're here, it is worth noting that the two map bans for today will be Skyscraper and Mall. And yeah, you know, those are pretty ambiguous maps in the league. You know, not a lot of teams
Dang
play
it.
Sky. Not a lot of
Somebody
teams
play
play Mall.
Sky. Just do it. Just play Sky.
Yeah, has there been a Skyscraper match we've seen so far
I think
that you know of?
me and Shadow doing the bulk of the cast. I think we saw one, and that was in like
Okay.
an early week.
Okay.
But since then, it has been largely avoided by all the teams across the league. Nobody wants to play the map.
Yeah, it's almost like a gentleman's agreement with just not picking it at all. And as I say that, we are going to get into the first round of the first map. And like I said, starting on Ship here, Plan B going to be starting off the attack here. Bandit on the defense. Pistol round to try
Absolutely.
and set the momentum.
It looks like mid-floor will be the first objective that Plan B has to go ahead and put their offense together. Very curious to see what they go ahead and do as far as coordination goes. Feeling out process is probably going to happen for these two teams as Bandit holding close in medical side, trying to go ahead and play some denial of access for this Plan B team. Well, we got 15 seconds before this match kicks off. We got a good one here in front of us here, Waves. Let's go ahead and enjoy this one. See which one of these teams is going to inch up closer up the leaderboard at the end of this one.
And we can see the double instant buy here on the defense as well. Yeah, they're looking to try and get maybe like an entry pick here, or just purely stall out the attack, as we do see the drone coming in from the attack. Does get a little bit of info here, just joining up the stairs, just covering their bases. Meanwhile, you have the bunks take go underway. 3 players in there. Drone is going to finally go falter, and there's that instant that I've been talking about. Rise Optimal. Make use of it. Does take up green, but Brax takes up another kill onto DMAC. That's the opener for this round. Rise trying to avenge someone here. He does get blue crabs there on that doorway. EMP's down. Not too much of a problem. It's still in Plan B's space, but it's a matter of how they're going to retrieve it. It's going to be Line of Judah sweeping it up.
1 player still on the flank. Shiloh now pushing back. 3 players moving back towards the site as space is being taken by this offensive team right now. 1 player, Mr. Gogurt, on a flank right now, while 4 players for the defense are hunkering down on B. Foam is on the wall, waiting for their opportunity to go ahead and blow it. Now it's set.
I'm wondering what Mr. Gogurt, I wonder what his timing is going to be.
Yeah, he's in A. He's in.
Yeah, no, he's going to get into a fight here.
Notice him. Going to get taken out by Mr. Gogurt on the opposite side. Wall gets blown. Light of Judah picks up Rise Optimal. EMP now going out, getting planted. Around the corner is Shiloh. Blast getting the kill on the Shiloh.
Oh my.
Getting picking out as well. That is going to go ahead and do it. The flank on the opposite side from Mr. Gogurt paid off. And then at the same time, did you notice that wall got blown at the exact same moment the flank got the kill?
Yeah, that
really
was
confusing the defense.
That was beautiful timing from Plan B there. I like how they took their time to set up. The initial phase, there's a little bit of fighting there, a little bit of trades going there, but they didn't let that get to them. They kept their composure. They went through the protocols. They got the wall, and they waited for the flank time. That's the most important thing, right? As soon as they got that pick, they knew they needed to apply pressure, and they did. They got the wall down, and the flank came through, and the main push was just strengthened because of that. So, very strong showing from Plan B. I just based off of that round alone, it seems like this is their pick. But who knows? You never know.
For sure. Great coordination. Round 1 on pistol round for this map. And right now, looking at the buys across the board, a few players going to stick with the pistols for the offense. Only 2 SMG buys coming out, but on the opposite side for the defense, 4 SMGs and 1 pistol save. So despite winning the round, they're going to be at a slight eco disadvantage. Drop immediately from Gogurt. Oh, and he's going to get taken out by Roz Optimal on the door side. Again, denial of entry happening for this defense. Light of Judah's going to go ahead and drop now. Archer in the hand. Going to go ahead and see Shiloh take him out. But coming around the corner, Rise Optimal. Light of Judah. Brass getting a 2P on Flint State and Rise Optimal. Then DMAC going to get taken out by Gogurt, and Blue Crabs getting the kill on the Jepper. Just like that, in the bridge areas where most of the action happened and where all the bodies dropped. And 3 players left alive for this offense is going to net Plan B another round win.
I mean, Plan B is making this look like a team deathmatch right now. Oh my goodness. That bridge take was just so crucial, and they just got it. Yeah, I don't know. Bandit's defense, it wasn't that bad. I like the fact that they played out in bridge. I think a lot of good teams like to do that, but I think the way that Plan B just systematically cleared all those positions was just really sublime. Again, we're seeing the early picks go both ways, but Plan B is just capitalizing on the mid-rounding right now, and when those numbers are down for both sides. And so far, that pistol save is, they're allowed to the bank after that.
Let's go ahead and pop up these KDs real quick. We'll take a look at the early returns on the offensive side, having the success right now. Brax 4-0. Line of Judah 2-1. Mr. Gogurt 2-0. But on the opposite side, only 1 player netting kills right now. That's Rise Optimal, the captain. Other players needing to go ahead and get the first kill on the board. They're looking to do so now. Round 3.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow start for Bandit, but nothing to worry about too much. Just first round jitters. Outside wall is going to be blown initially by Plan B, and they're looking to get aggressive here. That's the initial nade from Brax. No tags there, but Armory will be slowly being creeped in on from Plan B, and that instant's very good for a little bit of damage there. Jepper is still going to hold his ground here, just in the front of Engine. Find some shots there. Brax, Blue Crabs, and Master Killer. What are they going to do? Master finds one.
Oh, no.
Blue Crabs with that RCP finally finds Jesper behind that Engine. 4v3 in favor. 4v2 now in favor. Goger is just looking to make a show out of himself right now. Entries through the site, finds the backside player, and it's the third round for Plan B.
Gogurt just went in and put his gun skill to work. And what did he get a 3K or a 4K?
I think that was I think that was the third there on backside. Wow.
Beautiful work from Gogurt. Just went in, took sight with impunity, and once again, 4 players not able to get kills on the Bandit side. Not a great start for this Bandit defense. And I think you're right. They're doing the right thing. They're trying to play denial. Jepper got real low that last round, and all other players ran to sight, and he tried to put some damage and wasn't able to do so. And sight was just barreled in and taken by Gogurt.
Yeah, exactly. Bandit's initial setup looks good, but the executions from Plan B is just so overwhelming. Like, we're seeing it with the util. They're throwing initial util, like they're still saving some for sight, surprisingly, but yeah, they invest a lot of their util off site, right? Which is exactly where Bandit is. And I think Bandit needs to change up a little bit of their positioning. Perhaps they can try and play something like a counter flood, where they play a little bit more back and then flood in as soon as Plan B goes to take. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be, a little bit more of a passive hold here.
Yeah, at this point right now, being down 3 rounds to start, maybe trying to switch up the strategy for themselves. There's one player, Penn State, going to go ahead and play denial for entry. Gogurt on that vent, throwing rounds through long hallway. And Shiloh's on the opposite side. They knew that. Look at them. They're worried about that flank again. Making sure that doesn't come through, as this site, that was the deciding factor for success. Instant going to go ahead and burn out Penn State off of position in line of Judah. He's going to take him as he's forced to retreat from that angle. 3 players now on the B side. Shiloh still waiting, but all 5 offensive players are going to work towards this B side.
Yeah, and they got medbay control. This is the first step right now for Plan B. Wall is foamed, so it's going to be a matter of their execution here. As Gogurt swings right in there with his cloak. Finds the second there as Rise Awful tries to find some shots on that attack. Can't connect. Jesper on that bomb. Groups up with Shiloh here. But Gogurt is just Fiji swinging and it's working like a charm. This man's 8-0.
Gogurt is just putting belt to ass right now. There's no other way to describe it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. He's just waffle stomping this Bandit defense.
Gogurt putting in the work right now on this attack side ship. And still, Bandit have yet to find any sort of answer here.
Yeah, that's just the reality of it. 4 players still in the 5th round, not fielding a kill. It is a one-sided affair to start. And right now, take a look at this. They're not going to play any sort of denial of entry in that bridge area. They're all going to try to hunker down. Now, as I say that, the league sub, Shiloh, is going to go ahead and leave and put some utility out there. But they're going to hunker down on these sites now. This is their strategy for switch up on the defensive side. But on the offensive side, they're just cooking. Check out the economy difference. It is ugly.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I did not even notice. C4 is going to go off on that outside wall. And yep, we're seeing the bridge players, not too many of them, as most of the defense is grouped in sight. They use this wall as their advantage, as to try and just make the cross a little bit more difficult for the attack. As Rod's going to find that first Insin early. Won't be a problem just yet for Plan B, as the drone work is going to go spot out a little bit of these site players. So I think the jig might be up for Bandit if Plan B has a good idea that it's just all site players.
Oh, good nade!
Oh my goodness, but that's a great nade. Gonna get some a little bit of damage
Not
there.
able to get the kill on the master kill, however. Then Shiloh gets the kill onto Gogurt, shuts him down on the flank. That is very much needed. Put him away right away. And right now, Rise Optimal getting a kill on the master kill on that angle of the open wall. Instant gonna go out
But Lion, oh my gosh, Lion finds Shiloh though. Right in the connector, finds a second two, and it's gonna be now narrowed down to a 3v2. Blue Crabs with the foam on the wall. Brax with the cloak. Might be going for actually a rotate here, as Blue Crabs does find green hull control. This could be interesting. I mean, these bandit players kind of dug themselves into a little hole here with that wall. They have to worry about it. They have to worry about the door as well, as Blue Crabs and Brax creep their way forward towards opposite site here. There goes that wall blowed.
One player, Rise Optimal, still being leery of the rotate on B side. Brax with the EMP in hand, but low on health, as he currently sits at 28.
Yeah, might be
Rise
tempted by
Optimal's
that
gonna
stem.
dig himself in on the box there. He's about to swing around. Oh, they're
Oh
gonna
my
notice
goodness.
his hand. They didn't. They didn't see him.
It's all about who
An
pounces
immediate
first here.
swing would have happened, but
Oh, with the
Blue
wall
Crabs get
bangs.
peppered up through the wall. Now they know that that's where the rotate is.
Oh!
And Rise Optimal will go ahead and puts away Brax, who was low. Blue Crabs now low after getting peppered up on the wall. Last player left alive, and all the defensive players know he's there, so he's just going to hold an angle.
Yeah, and with 15 seconds left, there's not much you can do except go for that entry. But it's just not enough. Bandit find their footing here on ship.
For sure, first win on the board for Bandit. And looks like they found the defensive strategy they're going to want to work with, as they were able to shut down that offense. I mean, I think they were just tired of losing the gunfights out on the roams or in the open areas, so they just hunkered down and held the angles, and that paid off to their advantage.
Yeah, they switched up. They wanted to defend straight from the source instead there. Not give up their early numbers, because that's how Plan B was striving in the past 4 rounds. And we're going to see if they can
round
replicate
6.
that.
Yeah, for sure. And now at the final round before the flip, Eco definitely still on the side of the offense. One player, league sub Shiloh, having to field himself a Vantos, help out this team.
That's certainly going to be fun to see.
For sure, want to go ahead and give a shout out to all league subs. Thank you for taking the time to help these teams out. So we're going to see wall blown now. On the A side, drone going to go through. And just like before, this defense is going to go ahead and stick to sight. A drone getting Rise Optimal very low.
Yeah, that C4
Rise
actually gets
Optimal,
Master
a lot of
Killer a
success
little
last
bit
round,
too.
taking out the top frag right away. Jim going to go into the hands of Master Kill. Util going out. Wallbang going to get hit on line of Suda. Flash going in, no avail. Right now, this offense is taking plenty of space.
Yeah, they're just getting set up right here for the wall, I assume, for a second. Yep, there goes Master Kill with the foam. Now it's going to be all about the util usage here. Rise Optimal is primed on that wall. Is he ready? No, he's not. Master Killer finds that pick. Lion in the site now with the EMP. And it's just backside players galore here, as the instants are going to go out, cutting off that cross. Brax finds his through the smoke. And the retake is going to be so hard for Bandit. Or is it? Penn State finds one. Shiloh finds another with his Vantos. 2v3 now. If they give up picks, it could be dangerous. Jetper now in a 1v2. Gogurt swings in, but it's not successful this time. Blue Crabs on the stairs. EMP tucked in that corner. Jetper could go for the corner
He's
defuse.
not in an optimal position right now to go ahead and defend that EMP.
He's got to make a move. And he's on it. Blue Crabs make the noise, and Jetper gets the
Jetper
1v2.
got the swing.
Keeping Bandit alive. Giving them a little bit of momentum to carry over for their attacking half. That is what you need to see
Sure.
to end off that
locked in
half.
on that EMP. And who was that last player? Blue Crabs. He
Blue
just wasn't in a
Crabs.
great spot to defend. He had to make noise, making his approach known. So Jetper just knew to swing, throw rounds up that wall, and he got the win.
Definitely a heroic
Go
you
ahead
want
and
to
pop
see.
up those KDs right now, Waves.
For
as we look
sure.
at the flip. Gogurt putting in the bulk of work for this team. Plan B, 9-2. Impressive stuff. Lion Rajuda not far behind at 6-3. Brax 5-3. Supporting pieces are Master Kill and Blue Crabs. On the opposite side, a little bit of life now being shown from this Bandit team as they now get to field their offense. Rise Optimal carrying the bulk of the work for this Bandit team. 7-5, only player to have a positive KD. But now the supporting pieces looks like they're heating up a bit, and they're now on the offense on an offensive-sided map. Maybe they can get some kind of momentum going.
Yeah, exactly the time you want to see Bandit start to heat up a little bit. And this is an interesting setup from Plan B here. 2 smokes down, Line of Judah obscured 1, Blue Crab's on the support, and they're trying to go for an early pick. They want to shut down this attack before anything happens. But if Plan B, or if Bandit just waits out these smokes, they could just go for just a default. Line of Judah. Close to this angle. He's forced to take a fight here. If anyone swings and he wins it. Trade. There it is. Rise Optimal. The consistency is still there for the attack. Look over the other side here. Gokert is trying to clear out these roams, and DMAC and Jesper on the other side along the stairs, and they find the pick. That's a huge pick for Bandit, and another one goes down. Blue Crabs find his footing. It's just a cross-map war zone going on as we find ourselves at 2v2.
But now these offensive players are linking up on the B side. Wall gets blown. EMP going to get planted from Rise Optimal. He's looking the opposite way.
Brax
puts him away, but is low himself. DMAC is there to refrag. Does get the kill. Now we're into a 1v1 situation. One player at 35 health, one player at 56. EMP now getting work for the clear round. Blue Crabs is going to kill DMAC as he was finishing off that EMP. Defense for Plan B saying not quite.
Not today.
For sure.
Wow. I don't think I've seen a top floor played quite like that ever in my life. That was so interesting, and I loved that.
Right, you had 6 people fighting on one side, 4 people fighting on another.
Yeah. it's like we're playing Forefront now all of a sudden.
For sure.
But Plan B making it work there, just immediately showing off with another pistol round win. Shutting down that early momentum that Bandit was starting to accumulate, but now we're coming to the buy rounds.
Right now the game within the game starts to become a reality as they have to manage their economy as these rounds come to fruition. And right now, looking like this Bandit offense, gonna go ahead and field themselves a few SMGs. On the opposite side, they're gonna go ahead and match the buy for SMGs for themselves. As right now, these teams are starting to get a better feel for each other. We're sitting at 5-2 in favor of Plan B.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a spread again on this round. Shiloh and Brax on the opposite side of the walls here. Just waiting for the move. There. Brax goes out.
Oh, Line of Judah swings out, gets the kill.
Oh my goodness.
Onto the president, he was there, and then he's able to run back to site. And we have several roamers on this map as they're trying to make their way back to site with this offense.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I think Plan B 3-2-1 that because both players went outside at the exact second. My goodness, this is the kind of chemistry you want to see from an up-and-coming team. Blue Crabs now in a standard spot behind the green box, and now things are looking a little bit more familiar to the average eye. Rise Optimal sweeps his way in, just holding his angle here, but will Blue Crab spot? Or will Rise Optimal spot? It's gonna be a matter of time. Rise goes swinging. Nails the home run there.
Split part. Oh, Master Kill gets the kill on the Rise Optimal. Line of Judah hanging out in that curtain side area. And Shiloh and DMAC now pushing in the middle.
Oh my goodness, Lion!
Yes, he does. Got the 2K. Lion of Judah onto DMAC and Shiloh. And just like that, Plan B nets themselves 6 wins.
Yeah, it seemed like just Sinks was just not accounted for there. Lion of Judah is able to punish. We're up to match point right now for Plan B, and it's looking sweet right now for Ship.
Let's bring up them KDs one last time before we go ahead and look to get in these later rounds. Lion of Judah, 10-4, overtook Gokert with the recent success he's had in the recent rounds, but Gokert still putting in plenty of work himself, not far behind, 10-3. Brax, 7-5. Even Blue Crabs, 5-4. Most players, no one is negative on this Plan B side. But on the opposite side, Rise Optimal, 9-7, putting in a good amount of work. And the supporting cast, Shiloh, 4-8. Jepper, 3-6. a little bit of struggle happening on this Bandit side.
Yeah, now is the time for an all-in buy. Now is the time for an all-in play for a Bandit as they get themselves ready outside the B. It might be a full committal here into the B site. We're seeing most of these players outside the wall in the doorway. Lion finds the first there on a rise, shutting down the captain, shutting down the fragger. Here comes that nade. No impact there. Jetbirch looking to find some action, but the instant just such a good timing. And they are so ready for this. Bandit shut down in the first 20 seconds of the round. And it's just kind of heartbreaking to see, especially on match point. They're not out of it yet. Pen and DMEC finally find a foothold into the building as Master Killer goes down to Shiloh. Welcomes to stay there. It's now a 3v4 and looking a little bit more doable than the past few seconds, but Shiloh does get shut down outside that door. Oh my goodness, the wall bigs are sublime from Brax. DMEC has to be the hero here for this 1v4. As the defenders are just coming, swarming in. And that concludes the first map of this matchup.
Dominant showing from this Plan B team. Like you said, the thinking caps for this Plan B team have been out. They're showing some higher level of coordination for a newer team. They're definitely putting in the work in the practice sessions for sure.
Yeah, they definitely came to ship prepared, getting their homework done, and most of all, like, even just their pure chemistry looked really good. You know, even that one round where they had both players do an outside spawn peek, that wasn't random. Like, both of those players were calming probably profusely during that time of when to time it and how to execute it. So, yeah, Plan B, really, really strong showing for that first map. I'm excited to see what we're going to see next.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and send you to intermission now. Don't go anywhere. We got another map of good Breachers action coming back at you. We'll see you in a bit.
All right, welcome back everyone to Plan V versus Bandit, and Yaojua, you know, coming back from that map 1 as Bandit and going into the timeout, now going into Factory. What do you think that Bandit needs to do, or what do you think that they were saying during that timeout?
You know, like we were talking about during the break, I would love to have been a fly on the wall listening to what Rise Optimal was telling his team after they just got dominated on map 1. But I think, you know, me and Shadow have seen it. Like, teams will do this, like, get together, a huddle, say some kind of words to each other, and then they just turn it around. And after the 10-minute break, I think we're going to see a different Bandit team play here, as they're going to go ahead and put their offense to work right away, put that defensive disaster behind them that was last map. I think we're going to see some good action here.
Yeah, clean slate here for Bandit. And also worth noting, we went from ship to factory here. Yeah, factory a little bit more of a macro heavy map, less of a brawl. So hopefully Bandit gets a shine on that department, as we're going to see a little bit of information be gathered in storage. Could be line of Judah, the early nade, no impact there, as it's going to be a little bit of a slow start for Bandit.
Lion of Judah played close the last 3 rounds that were defense on ship, and there he is right away in storage stairs, ready to contest the entry of this team. Right now, ooh, just narrowly dodging an instant is Rise Optimal. Patiently waiting outside, just kind of probing, knowing that they're probably going to play denial like they did on ship.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are waiting for that first pick, especially Plan B with that early util. DMAC, I think, found his way in to storage and found his first pick as well. That's going to be the opener
here. Was that
here
a Jesper in the hands of...
Yeah, I think it was. Oh, and Shiloh just took the bot as soon as... Oh, what? DMAC ran to the trips from the other side. So that's going to be the opener for Plan B. Rise finds his one on the flank, as we are into a 4v2 here. Bandit getting set up for this site take. It's going to be Brax and Master Killer backs against the wall here, as they're both down low HP. Jepper finds the headshot onto Brax. Master Killer, what can you do for this team? Not too much this round, and that's going to be the opener that Bandit definitely wanted to have.
For sure. One player, did they turn into a bot the moment they got killed?
Yeah.
Is that what I saw?
Yeah. Shiloh was just toying with it. Shiloh, I think, held the trigger discipline on the bot, waited for him to take over, and then just nailed him in the head. I think that's what it looked like, at least from my perspective, which is just, I mean, cherry on top. I think, yeah, you know, you need to do that to a team that just hit you with a 7-2. So, respectable. Honestly, respectable.
For sure. Well, it looks like Bandit had a quick turnaround after that timeout they taken, got themselves right, as they looked far more coordinated in that push, rotating together 4 bodies after the bodies dropped in storage, made their way over to the A side. Beautiful work.
Yeah, took their first pistol, and hopefully Peppy can get their reconnect going in soon, because this is not the... And as I say that, Blue Crab is welcome back to the server. Got a good old 5v5 now happening for them to kick off the second round here. Drone work from the one and only Rise. Go clear out Tetris first. No util spotted just yet. Pathing over towards lockers. There are 3 players playing towards that B side. One more lockers. But Master Killer and Lion, they're waiting for Jepper's roam here. This could be very detrimental for Jepper, but if Bandit gets the information, they might go for a pivot. So it really depends on what their protocols are as a team and what Blue Crab's shots are like, because he just nails Rise Optimal, the EMP holder, the captain down. That's going to be a really good pick here if you're Plan B. Really trying to bounce back there, and Jepper does cancel the roam.
Rise
somehow
was not held there at all. Or, I mean, DMAC, as he was planning that EMP. And just like that, the defense is going to clean up.
Wow.
What a contrast between rounds for this Bandit team, as that didn't look coordinated really at all.
I mean, that was such a fast pivot, I didn't even pick up on it until I heard the EMP tick. So, I mean, it wasn't, okay, it wasn't the worst idea. I think it definitely should have panned out with the positioning from Plan B, having 2 there in orange. But I think they just need a little bit extra support there from either Vending or from Tetris, because it looks like that EV planter just got kind of just soloed off there. But
Yeah, he got just walked on.
yeah,
Usually you got a boy holding you from either locker or from that Tetris wall. But he just walked up and put him away. And from there it just crumbled.
yeah, but otherwise, Plan B's confidence has not faltered after that first round. We saw Blue Crabs immediately go for that pick on the door. No, not a care of the world, even if the wall's open. Finds a beautiful opener, and it just stalled Bandit's push tremendously. Especially picking off a player like Rise Optimal here, who's doing most of the captaining here.
For sure, drone now going to go out on the orange side. Going to make sure no one is roaming towards that hatch that they want to push towards. But however, there is one player, Lion of Judah and Jepper. They're about to meet face to face right now on the Tetris door. Jepper looks away, breaches timing, and Lion of Judah just going to clown him. Look at him. He's just going to follow him. Not going to worry about killing him quite yet. Jepper has no idea that he could be tickled right now if he wanted to. Oh no, Lion just put him away. Look at this. Are you getting this? Lion has not to kill Jepper. Okay, now he puts him away. But a quick refrag happening from Rise Optimal on Lion of Judah. And just like that, it is a 4-4. In the hands of Rise Optimal. Brat's going to get taken out by Penn State Brat. One player on the staircase is Gogurt, but he is put away by Shiloh as he goes on the window. Foam is on the wall. Right now, DMAC on the stairs. Rise Optimal, EMP in hand, up on the hatch. Instant going to go out. Going to force a delay from DMAC. And right now, Rise Optimal moving in on the window with his team. Gets the kill. However, Brax takes on Rise Optimal, then DMAC gets the refrag onto Brax. And a great rotate from the Bandit side. Gonna go ahead and see them another round win. EMP just gets off, giving them a little extra points to use a little bit more cash. As we're gonna go ahead and look at the KDs right now. Defense, Plan B, 5-2 is Brax. 3-3 is Lion of Judah, supporting pieces throughout. On the opposite side, Rise Optimal 4-2, still leading the pack for his team. Shiloh 4-1, league sub, putting in work for this team and supporting pieces throughout. We got ourselves a much more competitive map here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
in Factory.
Great stuff there for Bandit. Fortunately, I was muted that entire round, but it's okay. Bandit had a great rotate there.
Did
a
you
lot
get
cleaner. I did get that. Don't worry. I
did get that.
I was saying a lot of things. But yeah, that was a beautiful lurk timing there from Lion, and Bandit had a very good pivot that time. I think that was definitely the right protocol to go for, especially on in a scenario like that. Now we're back on the bottom floor. Rise gonna go for his usual drone here, and I think Gogurt's gonna try and deny it. Here's the smoke play again from Plan B. This is not the first time we've seen a play quite like that. It's going to obscure Rise's vision here a little bit, and I don't know if he clears Gogurt here. This could be so detrimental to anyone who tries to peek that doorway, unless... Okay, Gogurt does get tagged up, so the jig is up.
And he'll be forced to push back with his team. Two players roaming upstairs, able to contest the 2 players that are upstairs as well. Offense, now they drop back, leaving the upstairs area to Jepper and Penn State Frat. As all defensive players will now converge towards the site. 3 players still in storage. Door. Looking to make their entry now. Maybe just waiting for the offense players up top to get in position.
Gogurt could be in trouble here if the hatch drop goes. But it's going to be Rise, DMAC, Shiloh still on that storage side. Going to try and draw out the attention here. Going to try and find that first as DMAC... Still on that back end. Gonna try and... Oh no, miss Instant there.
Yeah, that got him real low as well. Oh,
Yeah.
Lion of Judah heard the drops. As he's in electrical, he knows Jepper's right there. He puts him away, looks for another one. Penn State Frat is there.
Oh
They
my
identified Lion of
goodness.
Judah got the 2K. That two-man team is taken out by one player.
Yeah, that little cluster was maybe even their win con if they stayed alive. But now Bennett's forced to just play into the defense right now. Shiloh goes down to the trips.
Got a trip kill from Lion of Judah. Lion of Judah's got a 3K to start off right away.
Oh my goodness, almost gets the Batman on Rise. A little bit of a BM from Rise telling him, hey, you can't do that to my face, boy. As D-Mega Rise just try and just recuperate right now and figure out how much they want to save right now. And it's going to be the two Maruis and a stem.
They might just look at taking those items into the next round. As they got 7 seconds left, this one is conceded pretty much. And just like that, we are going to see 2-2 on the board to start Factory. Far more competitive showing to start this match.
Yeah, Plan B is doing a really good job of punishing these roams and just the initial setup from Bandits. Like, for example, like Lion and Judah just easily sniffed out those roamers because of how much time was eating up in that round. Bandit was how much time Bandit was just eating that round, waiting for those roamers to get set up and waiting for that timing, that it just kind of spoiled it. And I was just able to get that 2K, and the rest was just up to process of elimination.
Yeah, great call out. He was very disciplined on his assignment to watch that roam. And he heard the two players drop off that balcony. Had they crept down the staircase and not made the noise of that drop, Lion of Judah doesn't get alerted and able to put away that 2K. But nonetheless, we are now in round 5. And Eco on the side of the offense, as they're going to field 3 Maruis, 2 that they brought in last round. Only 1 Marui on the side of the defense in the hands of Lion of Judah, who's playing close on Tetris. By the locker area, wall is blown now on the B side.
Yeah, still really good showing here from Bandit, especially on the attack. I mean, having just 2 rounds already is pretty good, but Lion of Judah just gets 1, D-Mac with the trade. And it's going to be a big hold here in the lockers from Plan B. That wall open and 2 players right there, but they know it now. Shiloh finding Vending here. The EMP holder, and Gogurt does go for a smoke play again. Is it going to be the Stewie 2K here with the Yurken? Finds one, turns around, can't get the next, but that is still a very good kill to get if you're a Gogurt there. However, Site Control is in favor of Bandit here, as if you get the EMP down on that wall. Here comes the flank from Master Killer. You go ahead, grab that Ensign. D-Mac, yeah, burns the flames there. Jepper, next one up. He's going to get teed up for this next kill, as Blue Cabs and Brax find their way in through Con. Brax finds his Master Killer with a follow-up, and it's a beautifully timed retake from Plan B, despite not having site possession.
Right, they had to do a retake there in the gun skill, just in the advantage of Plan B there, as those picks came out rather quickly. And just like that, Plan B takes the lead.
I mean, I
So
think just
ultimately,
that...
that's what they would want to see on this side of the map.
Yeah, just that Eurocount play from Gogurt. I think that just kind of panicked, set Bandit in a little bit of a panic mode, that they kind of just like sprinted into sight and just wanted to fully take it. And
Oh, hell yeah.
granted,
If
worked.
I'm going into a site and I'm running into smoke and I hear a Yurkin popping off, I'm wondering what the hell as well.
Yeah, I'm really liking the creativity here from Plan B. I think, honestly, a lot of it is just having that mental freedom to know that, hey, like, I can make whatever play I feel like is good for me, right? Having that freedom as a player puts you in a really good spot to start performing. And we're seeing that, like, all throughout the board from Plan B, throughout all their players. Bandit still has an opportunity to still tie this match up and get themselves in a good position for defense.
Definitely very close match so far. And anyone's map still at this point in the game. And right now, on the last offensive round that Bandit has to field, mid-push is going to be the push that they got to make. This Hash now gets blown from Penn State Frat. Upstairs is 3 bodies with an EMP in hand as well. Jepper there as well. Shiloh on the outside window.
Yeah, and they're hungry for this. They're not wasting any time getting that hatch blown, nor taking out those utils. Shiloh in a great spot here to try and tee up their orange stairs players, if there is one. But yeah, first step of the equation, getting that hatch. Great job. We do see that war room wall being breached open by Plan B, so this is going to be a very good sightline for Plan B to try and tackle the execution. It's going to be another stall here from Bandit. I don't think this is what they're planning for, but if they do stall enough, Plan B will have to try and take into consideration of the flanks, because we've seen this before from Bandit with their with the roam duo on that bottom floor. But it's actually going to be Gogurt here on this roam on top floor with the Yuriken. Oh my goodness, it works! There goes the hatch player as Lion gets another kill with those trips. 5v3, 4v2 in favor of Plan B. And, I mean, Bandit hasn't even tried to go for an exec. Shiloh does punish Judah there on that P. Can't punish Brax, though. Pen right up close and personal, but Brax finds and closes out the remaining 2 players.
It was Gogurt with that Yuriken. You know how demoralizing that's got to be as to a team? As you're just getting picked apart by a flank with a shotgun? Ugh. Good stuff from Gogurt there, but man, that really threw a wrench in the plans of this Bandit team as 2 players were able to take it out on the stairs and by the hash by that Hurricane.
Yeah, Gogurt, the wild card player, definitely making some plays here on Factory. Seeing the versatility coming from Ship as well into a map like Factory, where there's a little bit more nooks and crannies, but he's using it to his advantage. I love seeing stuff like that. Yeah, we are going to go on the side swap now, as Bandit is going to be on the defense. See how they're going to clutch this one out.
Let's take a look at how everyone was doing at the flip. Bandit, Rise Optimal, still at the top of his team, 5-4. DMAC 4-4. Shiloh 5-4 as well. And on the opposite side, Lion of Judah 8-6. Brax 8-2. 2 top players for that team and supporting pieces throughout. Now that we're at this flip, we're going to go ahead and see Plan B put their offense together and see what can Bandit do on defense. Struggled mightily last map. Maybe they'll try to have a little more success this time around.
Yeah, the momentum right now for Plan B is looking pretty good. They've already made their way into vending. Early nade from Gogurt won't find any connection there, but the drone will find a little bit of information of util and maybe even a player there. Not too sure, but yeah, the main push here is going to be from vending. Still just getting set up there. Both sides just shooting back and forth, making their presence known.
I think 2 players, Lion of Judah and Gogurt, are going to make their way in on generator. They are uncontested. They're going to get right in this site.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, discipline from Lion of Judah. Not taking the pick. And then Gogurt puts a round in the back of Lion of Judah's head. He's low. Gets taken out by Jepper. Still there is Gogurt. Going to get the kill onto Shiloh.
Oh my goodness, Gogurt. You have got to be kidding me. This has been a phenomenal performance from this man from both maps. Just a playmaker right now.
For sure. The flank worked out for Gogurt there. As Lion of Judah got taken out right away after getting the kill. Well, Gogurt shot him in the back of the head, bringing him low, but still able to finish up the work that needed to be done on that flank and just panned it out for the team. Right now, Plan B, 5-2. Really showing some momentum here, like you said.
Yeah, the play from Gogurt, others will call it a bait. I call it a delayed refrag. Gogurt, very good stuff. Just waited just that few extra seconds after the Lion Judah death. Bandit takes their eyes off of Jen. There goes Gogurt's mark, and he goes in, and it's just like a flank play all over again. So that's really good, really good thinking from Gogurt, and that has to be a little bit of a dip in Bandit's momentum right now.
I like that verbiage. A delayed refrag. I'm going to use that from now on.
Yep.
Bottom floor will be the site for this Plan B offense, as they're cooking right now. EMP on the side of storage with Blue Crabs and Master Killer. On the other side, 2 players are going to drop the hatch into assembly. 1 player is there, ready to meet them, Penn State Frat.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any util on the back door either.
A lot of room. That drop happens now. They're
Oh
right
my goodness.
Gogurt gets the kill on the D-Mac. The Temper gets the kill on Blue Crabs. Gogurt team kills Lion of Judah. Rise Optimal gets the kill on the Gogurt. Then Brax taking out Rise Optimal. Gogurt cannot stop shooting Lion of Judah for some reason. Brax got the kill on the flank. Shiloh. And right now we're in a 2v2 with a similar advantage for health. SMG's in the hands for all 4 players. Storage still the location for this offense. EMP not in the hands. Penn State Frat swings, takes out Brass, and she was the low player.
Oh.
And then Penn State gets the 2K at the end there. Bandit not ready to concede this match yet. Goes ahead and puts it up 3-5. You know, as good as Gogurt is doing, he's just working Lion of Judah teammate as he team killed him that round and put one in the back of his head the round earlier.
Yeah. The dynamic duo faltered a little bit there on that round, but
You know
I mean, the response for Bandit was very good.
9 and 8 on the KD. Gogurt is 8 and 5. Gogurt wants that KD advantage.
Oh yeah,
I get it. I've been there.
Oh my gosh, of course, yeah. Yeah, Bandit, very good productivity there, seeing how, like, as soon as Plan B's push was revealed, I really like Rise Optimal and how he just went up there and went for the isolation on the backdoor players first. Unfortunately, he didn't get that kill on storage, but it didn't even matter. They got up the numbers, they played the numbers, it turned into a 2v2 with Bandit site possession, and I mean, they closed it out. Definitely a round that Bandit really wanted, especially with Plan B 1 run away from match point here.
Absolutely a much needed round. Eco now in the advantage of the offense, however, as they got 3 rifles in hand. SMGs throughout for the defense, but the defense opening up that wall one more time in the door room. They're going to go ahead and play the long angle.
Gogurt's got something planned.
They had success doing that on the previous round. Oh no, look at Gogurt on
He's got
another
something
flank.
planned.
Why not? He's been having success.
Yeah. Will be a door blocker in his way, but wondering if he's going to try and deal with that. As Master Killer deals with Penn State through that wall. Cadillo, high Penn, getting some action right now. He finds the angle into War Room. Line of Jude just goes BG swinging in through Khan. It's 5v3 now for Plan B. They're looking to try and take this one. Gogurt finally on this flank, but Jepper shuts it down. 2v3 now for Bandit as Jepper finds himself in a clutch, but Brax nails the shot. And that's a clinical clean round from Plan B.
Absolutely. They go ahead and secure map point. We'll take a look at the KDs right now before our potential last round. Rise Optimal for the defense, still at the top of the leaderboard, 7-7. Much more just even KDs throughout for this Bandit side. Still not finding the success they need, but on the opposite side, Plan B, Lion of Judah, putting in a good amount of work as he's at 10 and 8. Top frag, however, is Brax at 12 and 4, and Gogurt at 9 and 6.
Individuality
great
from Plan B.
This Plan B team.
Very good.
Well, all right, map point right now. Bandit cannot afford any error at this point.
Yeah, map point and series point here for Plan B. So they're feeling good. They got top floor on their hands here. They're going to keep it stupid simple here just to close this one out. Bandit has to do a change up here. Has to make something happen. It's going to be a matter of time in this round.
Drone going down through Tetris. One player inside lockers. Penn State Frat, Gogurt, and him are now going to meet up in the orange hallway. As Penn State Frat does get the kill on the Gogurt, shuts down any kind of flanker work that he was trying to provide. And then he's going to get burned out by Lion of Judah. EMP is in the hand. He is peppered up a little bit as he's crossing on that angle. Grenade not going to be to any avail from Rise Optimal. He's going to go ahead and rotate back towards site.
Oh.
Vincent now going to go out.
Oh!
The Rise Optimal got a beautiful kill onto Lion of Judah. Wall banging into Tetris area. Boom now on the wall on the B side. Rise Optimal is there to contest. EMP still in the possession of the offense with Brax. Ball now gets blown. 3 players left alive for the offense, now converging towards Locker's side. They're going to go ahead and make a B push.
Oh my goodness.
Rise Optimal gets the kill on the Master Killer. And that is the EMP down. 2 players left alive for Plan B. Uphill battle as they have a minute left to work and try to find out how to put away these 4 players.
Still have their options here, though. Brax is already looking to make his way towards vending or janitor's side here. As Blue Crabs is going to anchor, seeing if anyone takes a peek here through that door. Brax with the cloak. He's crouching up. Seeing if he can find any sort of player here like Shiloh. On that bomb, Shiloh finds the first shot there, and now it's going to be very tough for Plan B to make any sort of move here. Might be considering cutting their losses here as well.
I mean, they're up. They have some rifles in their hand to take into the next round of stim as well, and some cloaks. Why not? They got a little bit of room to work with. As they're pretty much playing with house money, it's map point. They just need one more. And they chuck the EMP down into the Tetris.
Score.
Conceding the round. That's the official sign right there.
Yeah.
It's just throwing on the EMP.
Yeah, Brax knocking down the king on the board there for that round. And Bandit, a little bit of a breath of fresh air there. A little sigh of relief for this map and for the match. As they are making the scoreline just a little bit closer here to try and accumulate to match point.
Most definitely. Rifle's now going to go in the hands of the offense. But whoa, we got another Hurricane buy coming up from Gogurt.
Oh,
He's
no
gonna put
way.
that into use.
It's always
Right,
an interesting round with Gogurt.
He's got success with it. I mean, we've seen
100%.
the Hurricane get utilized in competition plenty of times. It has its uses in specific circumstances, but
Yeah, a situational but very effective in a good situation.
yeah, we'll see what he does, how he uses that to his advantage. Is because for something like, I mean, he's got almost $4,000 to work with. It's very intentional that he's buying this Hurricane. He could definitely feel himself a Muri or a Vezet at this point. He's gonna go ahead and hang out towards the gravel side door or window. But his team now gonna drone out the upper area, making sure there's no roamers, and there won't be any. This defense is all hunkered downstairs. Bogert and Jepper right there. Oh, and he put a laser on that Hurricane too, just for some added disrespect.
Yeah, it's going to be a slow start here from Plan B. They want to take their time here. They want to make sure that Gogurt is partially set up. Blue Crowd's making a very solid effort here to clear out the downstairs flank. Oh, no way.
Oh.
Down goes the captain.
What was... Rise Optimal just broke the window looking for anyone repelled on that window, but...
Gogurt, surely you don't.
long.
Surely you don't.
Oh, no,
Okay, Jepper gets it. Okay, equalize now for Plan B and Bandit as they finally get that wall open, but War Room wall is also compromised. As it looks like Blind Jew is trying to go for a pick there. DMAC claims it. Now looking a bit more advantageous for Bandit, especially because those instances were used from Plan B. They have a nade, they have a couple cloaks to work with, or should I say skill devices to work with. So it still could be a winnable round for Plan B, but Bandit, they want this. They're hungry. They're on the verge of a defeat. They're not going to let it happen. Shiloh making a response here. Gets that double. Master Killer on the hatch. Does find 2 there. 1v2 now for Master Killer. Has 48 seconds left to make his mark here. What an insane
He
play from
knows where that
Shiloh.
EMP is. And now Shiloh's going to make his way over towards the broken wall. Probably another angle that Master Killer has to contest with, but he is low. And Master Killer, Shiloh's going to go ahead and stim up. Master Killer, 26 seconds to work with. Got to start making his move now, but he's waiting for any available pick to see if they get hungry. But they're going to remain disciplined and hold their angles. D-Mac in con, just watching that EMP.
15 seconds. Oh my
tries
goodness.
to put him away, tags him up, but body shot him, and D-Mac hit the head. And that'll put away Master Killer. 5-6. Life for this Bandit squad. Starting to show.
Yeah, lifeline round there for Bandit. Still in this map. Still in this matchup. As they still are bringing it closer to a 6-6 over time. I hope we see it. Bandit hopes they see it as well. And now, it's all or nothing.
Definitely coming in, I felt Bandit was the more unified roster. I mean, a lot of these players have had time together in other leagues and other organizations. But Plan B, they've kind of shown on the offense, they're a very well coordinated team. They've definitely put in some work in the control points, practicing some pushes and stuff. Even on the defensive side, they timed out their exits perfectly when they've done so. But they got to go ahead and get that coordination to work right now, as this is the final round before possible overtime.
Yeah, and if we remember from last time, I believe this was the site that Bandit won out. So Plan B is going to take extra care here into trying to exec this site as they as Bandit does go ahead and get that wall go with the drone kill to start. First the Hurricane, now the drone. But it's all about how you end the round in the end. It's 4v5 right now for Bandit. D-Mac does get peppered up a little bit there from the opening wall, so it might be a bit of a nuisance from that C4, but you never know. You can't count these players out. Here comes the util. Here comes the execution. There's that smoke from Plan B as they make their way into the side. There goes Gogurt with his entry. Jepper doesn't get anyone there. Shiloh, last one here. 1v4. Back against the wall for this matchup. Can he make it to OT? Can he give Bandit another lifeline? But no, it's going to be Brax who closes out the match, giving it a 7-5 score for Plan B.
Absolutely. A lot more competitive map. We saw map 2, but it just wasn't meant to be for this Bandit squad, as Plan B shuts down the little bit of momentum that Bandit is able to capitalize on and got 7-round wins, and that is going to do it. This game now belongs to Plan B, as they'll go ahead and continue their winning column. But Bandit on the other side falls to 2-3 at this point. Back to the drawing board for this Bandit squad.
Yeah, rough match for Bandit, but congratulations to Plan B winning that 2-0. If you just missed it, Plan B 7-5 on Factory and 7-2, 7-3 on Ship. I think I miscounted, but oh well. Yeah, 2-0 from Plan B from this matchup. Yao, do you have any notable comments you saw from that matchup?
Well, just want to give a quick shout out to our league sponsor, Helga the Manager. Now, until the end of the season, which is November 9th, if you use promo code HSNYYZ2026, you'll get free 4 weeks of premium Helga the Manager. Go ahead and sign up now. Helps out the league. And for the match, it goes, great job to Plan B. Awesome execution we saw from the team. And for the Bandit squad, great job to you guys as well. Not your night. I'm sure we'll see you guys come back and have success in the future.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to be it from us as we finally get through that matchup. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Virtual Dream League, and this was Waves and Yaojua.